Hello and welcome to a very nice misty morning at the Kangaroo shelter. So this is a very spontaneous video. I only decided to start filming it a few minutes ago, but I thought it would be really nice to take people around and see what life is like volunteering at a place like this, and also for our own memories as well, because Alvin and I have been here for the last 2.5 months and we only have just over 2 weeks left. So we're starting to feel very emotional about leaving our kangaroos, and I just thought this would be a really nice thing to do. So this is it's a very nice misty morning here. I will turn the camera so you can see we've got some wild kangaroos hopping about. And we've just started doing our morning job. So the day starts at 8:30 in the morning and everyone has a morning job. So at the moment my morning job is to do the hay. So I'm going around and giving hay to all the kangaroos. It might be making bottles, it might be giving water, things like that. And we each have varying jobs throughout the day. So I'm going to take you through what mine happens to be during the day, and hopefully you will enjoy yourselves and get a little insight into what life is like here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, no. So I have 7 kangaroos at the moment, and wallabies, and some of them are fed once a day, some twice a day, and some 3 times a day. So some are only fed in the morning. So those are the ones that I'm going to introduce you to today. And Cute, because I feed her in the morning and the evening, so I won't be introducing you in the lunchtime feed. So she is a very, very cute little wallaby, hence the name. And she unfortunately doesn't have a tail. Her pouch is covering it at the moment. Let me try and... There we go. This is very raw footage, as you can see. So she doesn't have a tail, unfortunately. It had to be amputated. So like most of the kangaroos and wallabies here, her mum was hit by a car and she was unfortunately injured as well. She had a broken pelvis and her tail was really, really badly damaged. Her pelvis is luckily healed up completely fine, but her tail just, it couldn't heal. And so after trying everything, they had to amputate her tail, but she's doing really, really well. The bandage is almost able to be taken off. It just needs a few more weeks and one more bandage change. And yeah, she's doing really, really well, and she's an absolute sweetheart, as you can see. Most wallabies, when they get to her sort of size, don't really want to interact with humans that much, but she is really, really loving and cuddly, so she's really, really sweet. So I will introduce you to some of my kangaroos that you won't see again while feeding, and then I will show you what jobs we do after our morning bottles. We're in such a stunning location as well here. I've got all of the larger kangaroos and a couple of the smaller ones sleeping behind me, and then let me turn the camera and show you the view that we have. So it's a pretty awesome place to be. I have 4 kangaroos and 3 wallabies at the moment, so I've shown you one of my wallabies. Let me show you another one. And oh look, a wild Alvin appears.
We've got Coco over here.
And
she's a very shy wallaby, but she likes her milk.
And then we've got Alma at the back, who doesn't take milk anymore. And then we have Axel, who is one of my boys, but he is way more interested in what Coco is drinking. Axel! Dad!
Axel, that's not yours.
Axel! Axel! Wallabies. Axel! Come here. Stop causing problems. Come here. Look, look, look. There we go. Good boy.
Coco. Coco. There you go, Coco.
So these two are about the same size and the same age, so they'll probably end up being released together, which is really nice. They grew up together.
They stay friends together.
Yeah, exactly.
Forever.
Friends forever. Axel and Coco. I should mention as well that this isn't just a kangaroo shelter, it's a general wildlife shelter. It's just as volunteers we are mainly handling the kangaroos, but there are lots of birds as well, reptiles in the summer, although we're in winter here at the moment, so we don't have any of those. But just as volunteers we're dealing with the kangaroos, so that's what I'll be showing you today. So this is Tink. She's another one of my almost adults. She just gets milk because she struggles to put on weight, basically, but she's pretty much ready to be released, and she's very interested in the camera. She's a very sweet girl, but she loves her milk so much, and I've already fed her because she couldn't wait earlier. She couldn't wait for me to film her, but she's come over wanting some more milk because I'm going to feed Mario, who's my other big baby. But she's very sweet. Hello. Ow. Yeah, that is what happens. Oh. Yeah. She's having a tantrum now. That is the thing to remember about being here, is that the kangaroos are lovely, but they are wild animals, and they will get more and more wild as they get older, which is exactly what we want, because they need to be able to be released eventually. Generally, if they come in as a relatively young orphan, they'll be here for about 2 years before they're ready to be released. So Tink's been here for about that length of time, so she'll be released very, very soon. Mario! Mario! He is really wanting his milk. Hello! Good boy. Good boy. So this is Mario. He is my other big baby, and he is almost ready to be released as well, but he does still love his milk, as you can see. Good boy. Even if he does spill it over himself quite a lot. So I was just cleaning the big yard, and this little sweetheart came over to have some food. So I'll introduce her a bit more at the lunchtime feed, but this is Sierra. She is my absolute sweetheart. I know you shouldn't have favourites, but she's been with me since the beginning of my volunteering time here. I had 2 babies when I first started, her and another kangaroo called Mundy, and unfortunately Mundy passed away about a month into my time here, so she's my only young Joey that I've had from the very beginning. So she really has a special place in my heart, and she follows me everywhere. She's just the biggest little sweetheart, and she loves the chest scratch, as you can see, and her hay, and I love her so much, and that's the main thing that I'm going to really struggle with leaving her. I'm going to miss all of my kangaroos and wallabies so much, but she's the one that it's really gut-wrenching to think about not seeing her again. But we've still got another 2 weeks left, don't we, sweetheart? So we'll get lots of cuddles in. Yeah, good girl. Wanna say hi? Say hi? Num 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 num. Look who I found drinking like a very big girl. So I'm over here in the wallaby area at the moment. This is where they like to hang out. So we've got Gretel over here. We've got Coco. We've got Alma and Axel having a bit of a disagreement over a stick. There's Axel, you met him earlier. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, Alma. And you've got tiny little Brock over there. And here we've got the smallest member of my little troop. This is Rye. She's only 1.4 kilograms. She's not actually feeling very well at the moment. We think she's teething, so she's had lots of sticks to chew on and things like that. We've been trying to make her feel as comfortable as possible, but she's a real sweetheart, and I'm sure you'll see her a bit later in the video as well. But I saw her having a nice time outside, so I thought I would introduce her a little bit before the lunchtime feed. You want to say hi? You say hi? Yeah. Oh, good girl. Thought I'd do a special feature. So this is Larry. He's not one of my wallabies. He's actually one that's been released very recently. He's... Ow! Did you just bite me? So he actually has been kind of released on and off for the last couple of months. We're actually outside the gates of the shelter now, but he still hangs around here. Some kangaroos and wallabies, once you release them, you never see them again, and some still hang around. So he comes in and out basically whenever he wants. There's another wallaby out here called Shelley, who was a joey here as well. She was released, and we actually have one of her joey at the moment because she had mastitis and couldn't look after him anymore. She couldn't produce milk, so we actually have her joey, so she still comes to see him sometimes. But yeah, so Larry is one of the success stories. He came in as a very tiny joey, and now he's free to do as he wants. But it must be a nice place because he still likes to come back here quite a lot. Juniper! Yes, please. Juniper! Junie! Hello, Junie. Hello. Hello, Junie. Hello, sweetheart. Hello. 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 Come in. Oh. Good girl. There she is! It's Juniper! Okay, so I have Juniper. Let's see if Sierra will follow me. I think she will. Sierra, sweetheart, come on! And JJ's following me for good measure as well. Hello, sweethearts. Hello, sweethearts. Where's Sierra? There you are. Good girl, come on. And we'll go and try and feed both of them. It's all gone. It's all gone. Nom, 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 nom. If a mother kangaroo gets instantly killed by a car because their pouches are so padded, it's actually really easy for joeys to survive even really, really bad car hits. And the same with if a mother kangaroo is shot, the shooting doesn't affect the joey most of the time. So it's really, really important if you are driving in Australia and you see a dead kangaroo at the side of the road and it looks fresh, make sure to check the pouch, because chances are there is a joey in there and you can take them to a local wildlife shelter to be raised. So that's exactly what's being done here and being done in shelters all across Australia. And unlike a lot of volunteering positions in most other countries in the world, it's very, very common in Australia to do volunteering in exchange for food and accommodation. You're not expected to pay anything extra. So we're staying here, we're doing the work, we're looking after the kangaroos, and it is a very, very long and difficult job in a lot of ways. There's long hours, you have to deal with deaths and sickness and things like that, and it is dirty work. So they provide the food and accommodation as well. So if it is something that you're interested in, working to look after these kangaroos or do something similar in Australia, definitely check out different backpacker groups on Facebook. That's generally the best place to find shelters like this. There might be other volunteering pages and stuff that I don't know about, but we found this place through a backpacker group, and most wildlife shelters advertise through backpacker groups because those are the sorts of people that generally will volunteer here. Some places might ask you to come for a few weeks, some it might be a few months. So we were here for 3 months. And the amazing thing is you can see what you are doing for conservation. All of these kangaroos are going to be released when they're ready. So as far as I'm aware, generally if they come in as a very small joey, it will be about 2 years until they're released, maybe 1.5 if they're a larger joey. So in that time they're fed a special kangaroo milk formula, and that's designed to help them grow strong bones and things like that. It's not like an exact replacement for the mother's milk, but it's the best that they can do. And young kangaroos can eat things like hay and grain from quite a young age as well, so they're able to go onto solids quite quickly. So it's really, really rewarding because you know that as long as your kangaroo is healthy and has gained enough weight, they are going to be released into the wild. So I know that the kangaroos that I have are going to be released into the wild one day, which is a really, really incredible feeling. So I know that even though I'm leaving them in a couple of weeks, they will be free to go and have babies of their own and be completely wild, which is really, really incredible.